What's up, everybody? This is Kookie217. So, E3 2015. Yes. A lot of things have happened at this E3 conference. So, I want to talk about Fallout 4 first. Bethesda's reveal of Fallout 4 was just absolutely amazing. Fallout 4 is going to come with a real-life Pip-Boy, and this Pip-Boy will work with the iPhone. Now, I'm not sure if it'll work with the iPhone 4 and below, but I do have a feeling that it will work for the iPhone 5 and above. But yeah, real-life Pip-Boy coming with the collector's edition of Fallout 4, somewhere in the neighborhood of $100. I'm not too sure on the actual price there. And Fallout Shelter. With Fallout Shelter, you can create your own vault, and you will face attacks by raiders, super mutants, and other mutated beasts. And your vault will have the potential to grow and make babies, and as the overseer of the vault, you get to name the babies. So yeah, I am very, very excited about Fallout 4. That's a definite pickup for me. So one of the reasons why I need to get myself a PS4, I need to be ready when this game comes out. My mind and my hands need to be ready. My mind, or my body, needs to be ready. So Fallout 4, looking forward to it. Another thing I want to talk about that I'm kind of iffy about is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, Square, they released an impressive trailer for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, they have the music for Advent Children, and then you just see this epicness for the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer. Now, the reason why I'm skeptical, or I shouldn't say skeptical, I should say worried. The reason why I'm worried is because I'm afraid they're going to make the Final Fantasy VII Remake action-based rather than turn-based, like the original Final Fantasy VII was. Now, we've waited 10 years to hear anything official for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I remember vividly they said, "Oh, you guys aren't going to get another Final Fantasy VII unless we create a Final Fantasy that is better than the Final Fantasy VII." You guys remember that one? And now, years later, we have an official remake announcement. I'm worried that they're going to take parts of Final Fantasy, such as the Gold Saucer, the Emerald Weapon, Knights of the Round. Hell, they may even take the dating scene and turn it into DLC, something that we would have to pay for upon the game's release. I'm worried that they will butcher Final Fantasy VII, and given Square Enix's horrid Final Fantasy track record, Final Fantasy 13 being the prime example, I'm worried that Final Fantasy VII will meet a demise when the remake comes out. Now, I am hoping that I am wrong. I am hoping that I am wrong about worrying. But we will see. I mean, I will pick up Final Fantasy VII, the remake, when it comes out for PS4, and I want to have my fears laid to rest. I want that. I want this Final Fantasy remake to be just as good as the original, if not better. I want that. So, Final Fantasy VII remake, yes. Now, I want to talk about the Xbox One. The Xbox One is going to be backwards compatible with 360 games. Finally. This is what they should have done when the Xbox One first came out. This is what they should have done. But it helped boost Microsoft's appeal by announcing that the Xbox One will finally be backwards compatible. So I have a lot of saving to do, and I will have a lot of spending to do when everything is all said and done. So this 2014 or 2015, I'm sorry, 2015 E3 conference. So far, I've been impressed. So far, so good. Many other games have been announced as well. Call of Duty being one of them. I'm not much of a Call of Duty fan. I never was a fan of that. But Call of Duty the announcement was good for the Call of Duty fans out there. So they got their piece of the cake too. What else was there? I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a card game that was announced. I do believe it's for all platforms. But yeah, so far I've been impressed with 2013. Oh my lord, 2015 E3. Oh, they also announced, that's another thing I want to talk about, Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. That was announced. I have to say to Sega, what are you doing creating a sequel to a horrid game such as Sonic Boom? Why? After they've already said that they're not going to make any more Sonic games for consoles, it's just going to be for smartphones only now. I have to go back and look that up just to make sure. But what Sega needs to do is they need to create a Sonic the Hedgehog 5 done in Sonic the Hedgehog graphics dating back to the Genesis days. That's what they need to do. And they need to do it in either Sonic 2 or 3 graphics. What Sega doesn't realize is that retro sells. It does. And if they were to create a Sonic the Hedgehog 5 and do it in complete Genesis era style, there's no doubt in my mind that that game would sell. If you put it out for console, it would fly off the shelves, I'm sure. Or if you have it on download, you would see tons of downloads. You would, Sega. But hopefully Sega has learned from their mistakes with the first Sonic Boom, and they will implement what they've learned in Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. Hopefully we won't have another episode of Chris Chan running inside of a GameStop, tearing everything down and macing people on his way out. Man, that dude was just, he was angry. But yeah, so E3 2015, I'm enjoying it so far. Like and subscribe if you guys like what you see and hear. This is Kooky217 signing out. Take care.